What's going on, guys? This is Trans with a Resto Shaman small guide on talents and Glyph. Now, to start off, we got Nature's Guardians, Stone Bulwark Totem, and Astral Shift. I go with Astral Shift just because it gives me a 40% for 6 seconds to hold damage, which is very good when you're getting cleaved with especially 2 melee classes or so. I've seen some people run Nature's Guardians. You know, it says attacks that bring your health below 30% increase your maximum health by 25% for 10 seconds. I don't see much of a difference, to tell the truth, when you're actually getting whacked real hard. And I don't see a boost when your health drops. So, you know, it's scary. I won't even do it. I tried. Stone Bulwark Hero. I mean, if they kill your totem, you practically got nothing left. You know. I usually use Astral Shift or Stone Form. Stone Form if I'm facing, especially, let's say, anything that gives me a lot of dots or bleeds. You know, my racial talent. If I do Stone Form, I can reduce 10% damage, which is not much, but I can take everything off, all those dots off, for that time being. I use Earth Grab Totem. It gives me the possibility to actually get away from the tunes, from anybody who's trying to kill me. You know, especially if I'm pillaring, I can just drop that, go around the pillar, and just, you know, heal my ass off. Wind Walk Totem. What can I say? It gives you freedom, which is not bad, but the thing is, it's not gonna slow anybody down, especially for you, unless you're running with a melee class and we're facing a comp that has a lot of slows and stuff like that. And you know, obviously that can help my partner out or myself to drop it down. But for survivability, you want to go with Earth Grab. All right, the Tomic persistence. The good thing about this is that if you're in trouble, you can this can work as one of your bursts. I have 3 bursts, and I'll show you what it is. Well, technically 2 bursts and one sustained burst, I would say. If I pop my Healing Stream Totem and then my Healing Tide Totem, and then I can just drop my my Cloud Burst Totem, it just gives you decent amount of health, and it doesn't actually cancel one of them. If you don't have this talent right here, once you go with your healing stream totem, and if you drop your healing tide, it's gonna cancel your healing stream totem. So it's not a good deal, you know. The Call of the Elements resets your cooldown of all totems. This is talking about the healing stream totem, the earth grab, and the cap, and the tremor totem. Your spirit link is not gonna reset, and your healing tide is not gonna reset. So it doesn't make sense to actually get that. You know, this is one of the 2 biggest things that you need to actually survive out here. This is in a 30-second cooldown. Everything is not that big of a deal. Only the tremor is in a 1-minute cooldown, and the cap is on a 45. It's not big of a deal. Then we have Ancestral Swiftness. Increases your haste by 5% and attack speed by 5% at all times. Now, the good thing about this is it's an instant cast. I combine this and Unleash Fury, which is my Unleash Life here. Unleash Fury says empowers your Unleash Life, increasing your healing from your next single target heal at an ally by 50%. So what I do is I pop my Unleash Life, and then I pop my Ancestral Swiftness. This right here is gonna give me a big heal easy and fast. You see, that was actually like nearly 50k, but I can K up to 160 just with this one right here. Then we got the Rushing Streams. Your Healing Streams totems is now heals two targets at once. So if I'm actually having 3, we're doing a 3s in arenas, you know, my stream totem is gonna take care of both of my guys. So it's not, you know, it helps out. These are good in its own forms, you know, like Elemental. But if you pop your Elemental and they kill your totem, then what? He's gone. And Elemental Blast, if you're getting really beat up, this is not gonna help you. You need something that's gonna give you some health. Now, unless this is good if you're running Elemental Shaman, you know, it's obviously going to be very good because it's damage, and that's what they're all about, damage. Alright, now in Glyphs, I use the Glyph of Spirit Walker's AGs. Now, the good thing about this is it gives me an extra 5 seconds for me actually to heal and not to be interrupted, which is pretty amazing. Just 5 seconds, but you can get stunned. If you get stunned, those 5 seconds are just garbage. I use the Glyph of Ghost Wolf just because, you know, it says while in Ghost Wolf form, you are less hindered by effects that will reduce movement speed. So if I'm hindered, slowed, or frozen, whatever it is, I can still run at a regular speed. Excuse me. I can still run at a regular speed, and I can still go the way, which is it's good for me. I use cleansing waters every time. Listen, this works best because if you have at least the first set, which says when you dispel a harmful magic or curse effect from an ally, you gain 975 versatility for 10 seconds. Versatility does increase damage and healing done by 0%. And what? This is from the new patch? What's going on here? I don't have versatility. I guess I don't have anything stocked in this. That's a blooper. Alright, I don't have versatility stacked, but it gives me increases the healing done and decreases the damage taken with versatility. So it's going to give me 975 versatility, which is roughly around 2-3%. I'm sorry, 6%, around 6%, which is not bad. It does help you out somewhat, and it also heals the target with the cleansing waters glyph. It heals the target for 4% of my maximum health. So I can create like about 20 to 21k. The least I've done is probably 13k. So it gives your opponent or yourself, your partner or yourself, gives them a decent amount of health, because you can cleanse and then immediately Riptide, so that can be probably 50%, 50k, 55k, I would say, or 60 at most. Some people can run with Hex. It's not big of a deal. It's only 10%. I can still get my Hexes off, especially if we're doing Cupid. A CC chain, I'll normally will be the last one to Hex or so. Flame shock, it does 45% of the shock when it's actually dotted on your enemy, and it heals you for that 45%. It's not bad, it's good, but there's better. That's about it for my talents and glyphs. I am, not to mention, I am spec in critical strike, very little mastery. I am gonna get this to at least 61%. Right now I have 30% enchanted here and 30% mastery enchanted here. When I get my 2 rings, I will put 50% on each. I will put 50% on each, and that's gonna boost me probably 62% of mastery. But I am a crit major spec, so I do intellect, critical strike, then mastery, and then everything else. Every time I crit, it gives me mana back, so I don't have to worry about that. You see, that was 17. I got 810 mana back. So it probably, and that was my Riptide. My Riptide only takes, it gave me like about 1/3 of the fraction back, but it's not bad. Yeah, that's about it. This is how I set up my things. I do have a Logitech. What is this? I think it's the 602. It has 6 buttons on the side, so I do have some key bindings. Yeah, and just to mention, if you're running into trouble, you can always have Ascendance. Oh, let me tell you my 3 bursts. My 3 bursts is my healing tide. My healing stream, my healing tide. That's my first burst. If I get in trouble, just run around, whatever it is. Just hit Riptide and just keep running around. Fine. Second burst. If I see that if that's not doing much and I can't heal myself because I'm being interrupted. Normally I don't get interrupted as much. It's just because I'm getting real beat up. I can rejuke around and stuff like that. Now, I have Ascendance macroed with Spirit Walker's Grace. So I drop, before I press that, you know, I try to drop my Cloudburst Totem, pop Descendants with Spirit Walker's Grace. They can't do anything, they can't interrupt me for 5 seconds. You know, just keep healing, just heal. When I, you know, just heal, then you get, see, you get a good amount of health with that, just the Cloudburst Totem. That normally crits for like about 130k, and it distributes throughout everybody. That's about it for right now. Later on, I'll probably make a video just to show you how to do, or how to kite, how to survive as a Resto Shaman. Just, you can leave your comments below and just let me know how everything works. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my first burst, which I told you, my totems. Then you got Ascendance, and then obviously we got the Spirit Link. We just drop that. After that, you know, you have to go on to like extreme survival mode, because these are big cooldowns. You know, and always pop your Ancestral Swiftness. But I'll make a video more thoroughly on this, on how to survive, and I'll show you a couple of arenas. It should be great. Alright, this is Trans, over and out.